Hey folks, it's Bishopheals from the ECF forums and host on Vape TV Live, baby. I'm here again, baby, because I'm here to give you something. Forget about it. Phenomenal. Magnifique. Ooh, juicy vape. Juicy taste. Wonderful vape. Oh, man. Let me tell you, we already started with the quad coils on the Mini B. Oh, man, this thing is pumping. Delicious. I gotta fill up the tank. But anyway, I'm gonna give you a new build as promised. I've been getting PMs and emails, people asking me, yo, Bish, is there something? Ooh, take it easy. Forget about it. Is there anything a little bit better than that as far as quad coils? And I'm like, hell yes, but you gotta have the turbine. You gotta do it on the turbine. Forget about it. I mean, on this baby right here, forget about it. I'm gonna show you a whole new coil build. Oh, forget about it. Something that you had never, ever, ever dreamt or even possibly imagined. Forget about it. Ho ho. You know what it's going to be, baby? It's going to be Sextuple, baby! Sextuple! Coils! Forget about it. On the steam turbine. I'm going to show you how this thing works on Doc Dave's steam turbine over here, because this device can handle everything you throw at it. I mean anything, from gauges to ribbon to mesh. Forget about it. This thing is phenomenal. Ooh, baby. So, without further ado, let's get this party torching. Oh, forget about it. So, let's torch up my mesh. Get that thing ready. Doesn't take much, just one whole layer. Okay. Put that on the side. Let's bring this down. Let's get this thing going. Forget about it. It's gonna be great. Okay, so we got ourselves Doc Turbine. And you know what I'm going to use? This as the base. Just to hold it up for me. Forget about it. There we go. Ho ho. It works, baby. So, I already torched up the mesh. I'm going to start rolling this bad boy. And the whole thing is, you know, when you do this build, that you already had to master the quad coils. There is no question. Or dual coils. Because you really don't want to have hot spots when you do this build. I repeat, you do not want to have hot spots when you do this build. Okay? So, you got to master those builds, those previous builds. This is one of the reasons why I've been holding back not to show anybody this build, because if you haven't done the work and the homework as far as for previous builds, you're not going to be able to master this build right here. That's for sure. Forget about it. This is more for the pros. Oh yes, definitely. This isn't for amateurs, amateur night at the Apollo. Forget about it. Nope, 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 nope. Hell stinking no. Okay, so we're rolling the mesh, and you want to make sure you have a good inner channel as always. Nothing different from that. So I'm just rolling. Now let's check the size. Size seems good. Okay, let me just roll a little bit more to seal it up. Okay, let's get the torch ready. Let's lock it in place. And I just do this until everything is orange lit. Make sure there are no strands from the mesh hanging. Just like that. Torch done. That's it. Blow on it for good luck. Oh yeah, baby, I can just taste this. Forget about it. Okay, so I'm going to start loosening up the screws. I'm going to get my Cantal wire ready. Forget about it. I'm going to use 34 gauge Cantal. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to cut about 3 about 3 inches. Cantel wire. Okay, so I have 3 pieces of Cantel wire. And what we're going to do is we're going to be twisting the first 3 strands of Cantel wire. Let's see if I can zoom this in for you. See that? There's 3 pieces of wire there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to twist these 3 together. And this would be the negative. Well, what I would use for the negative connection. And when I put it on the device, you'll be able to see the 3 wires. And this fits beautifully on the turbine. Squeeze it down. Then the excess from the tail. Now everything else is the same. So if you've done my quad coils or the dual coils, okay, everything else is the same. You lift up the tail, you cut an excess piece off that tail, the rest of the wires push against the nut of the screw. Okay, now you should be exposing the 3 wires. Okay, so there's 1. Should be able to see them now. There's 2, and there's 3. Okay, so there are 3 wires. You see that? Okay, so that's what we're going to be using. So we put the mesh down in the hole. And just a little bit, just like that. You don't need much, okay? Now, as for the rest, you want to make sure that each wire is traveling parallel, without touching, without crossing. So you want to spread them like so. See that? You want to spread them. Yes, sir. Okay, so once they're spread, grab the bottom wire, work it around the device, turn it around, could use your pinky to bring it down. Now grab the second wire, do the same thing. Now this is a novice way of doing it, and it works. Okay? Now, then you grab the top wire, do the same thing. Now you should have 3. See that? Let me focus that for you. See that? You should have 3. There's the 3. This is 1 wrap, which equals to 3. Okay? Now we repeat the same exact process. So we grab the top wire, extend it, you want to make sure they do not crisscross. Very important. They do not crisscross. Okay, that's another 3, and I'm going to do another 3. Okay, now it's time to focus the camera. Now with a flat micro screwdriver, start adjusting the wires, bring them down. And you want to do that gently. Okay, so right now I'm just going to adjust it and do the same thing on the other side, and we'll be right back. Okay, so we're back. Just wrapping up the last one. And what I'm doing right now, I'm just twisting it right by the center post. The 3 wires. Show you how it looks. Let me focus that for you. See that? See how I have those 3 wires? Okay, they're going parallel at the same time. So it's a 2-3 wrap deal times by 3. So we're looking at 9 wraps on one side, 6 wraps on the other. And this is going to be one hell of a vape. Forget about it. One hell of a vape. So now let's seal it up. Okay. Now the excess wire, I'm going to be cutting and the excess mesh. And this is a sextuple coil build. That's what this is. Okay, so I'm going to put this on my brass GU right now. And let's see if there's a hot spot. If you get a hot spot, don't feel bad. But you really need to try not to get a hot spot, or you're going to bust the coils. Okay? So let's see. And as you can see, she fires beautifully. See? So let me see if I can zoom that up close for you guys. See that? See the threes? So they all fire up nicely. Okay? So now let's check the ohms. Now, if you do this exact build, it should give you, again, where I like it, about 0.4 ohms. Let's see where we're at. I'm hoping we're at the 0.4 ohm mark, because that's what I was aiming for. If I could get it on my meter here. And that's exactly where we're at 0.4 ohms. Forget about it. Woohoo! Oh man, we're kicking, baby. We're kicking. Forget about it. We're kicking over here. Now, remember, this isn't quad coil. This is sextuple coil, baby. Forget about it. I'm telling you, man, this is the steam turbine Doc's creation. Let me tell you, man, not only have I shown you guys the bells and whistles off this device, I'm just showing you what the fuck this steam turbine can freaking do. Forget about it. That's for sure. This thing is capable of doing things that you can't even possibly imagine. Forget about it. So this is what I'm going to use. I'm going to use standard Vape. Ooh, Curious George, because I am in the mood for bananas. Forget about it. Woohoo! And put my locking ring down. Put that right there. I need a syringe, because I can't wait to vape my ass off with this. Let me tell you. Okay, so here's my syringe. And okay, first thing I like to do, I apply some juice on the O-ring so it can slide. Get my glass tank, which, by the way, Doc Dave, if you're watching this, dude, thank you so much for sending me those spares, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright, I put the sleeve on to shield it. And get a little more. Just to prime the mesh. Awesome. the lid on. Oh man. Oh, this is gonna be beautiful, man. Forget about it. This is gonna be phenomenal. Let it juice. Let's have a vape. Mmm. Mmm. Wow. This thing hits a whole lot harder than my quad coils at 0.4 ohms. A lot harder. And at triple coils, at sextuple coils, baby. Oh my God, what an experience. What an enjoyment. What a vape. Mmm. Oh my gosh. Like I said, people, we've seen dual coils. We've seen twisted coils. We've seen quad coils from yours truly. Forget about it. But this is sextuple coils, baby. Oh my gosh, man. This device is phenomenal. To be able to do all these kinds of coil builds on this device is just phenomenal. And as you can see, seal is not melting. Seal is good. Seal is to forget about it. It's doing its job. If you keep this at 0.4 ohms, you're good. You're absolutely good. I've done it at 0.35, 0.3, at triples, and it's okay. But at sextuples, oh my gosh, man, it's night and day of a difference. Night and day. The juice, the flavor of this juice is exploding. I mean, I feel like I'm diving into smashed bananas, fresh smashed bananas, more than what I would get as far as on a dual coil setup. Wow. And the amount of vapor, forget about it. You see that. So this is my sextuple coil build. Forget about it. On my steam turbine, thanks stock for producing a device that can handle the vape that I want, and I know what you will want. Forget about it. This is just a few of the things that this device can freaking do. Forget about it. And I'm sure I will be uncovering a whole lot more at later days as it goes by. That's for sure, because oh man, I'm going to be rethinking of different coil designs in my head already, because the way how this thing is producing is just phenomenal. Unfortunately, I can't do sextuple on an iHybrid, but believe me, I will think of something. Oh my gosh. So with that, I'll let you guys go. Live hard and vape hard, baby. Forget about it.